Welcome back, guys, to the next instalment. Hope you're all well. So this is Neptune today. As you can see, another wonderful message. And I feel, as I said, we were talking about up to the end of March, that sort of heaviness on the planet. So some of you will be feeling lighter this week. Of course, there's a lot of things going on in our own world, our emotional bodies, and depending on how much you're working on yourself. And if you have been working on yourself, you may still feel very fatigued, but that's your own personal story. I'm talking about the human collective consciousness and the wave of energy that was on the planet from January up until last week. And there's many forms of things going on, but the Pacific one I was talking about is definitely eased, and you can feel it now. And I feel that it was sort of, it was there in its essence, it was there to trigger terror and fear in people, to bring it up to the surface, okay? So they can deal with it consciously, because we've all been running from our emotional bodies and our fear and hiding from it. And of course, this can no longer continue because the soul will not allow it. So we have to really start coming into the higher principles here and actually what we're doing on this planet, what really hell's going on, because you're not going to get any truth through our mainstream narrative, because it just doesn't support what we're actually going through. It's still in that sort of fear-based draconian model. So of course, again, we've talked about the patriarchal system letting go. It's that last stand. They're trying to hold on last little bit. But it's really starting to detract now. We're going to feel very different. 2023-24, you're going to start to see a split of consciousness moving. So you'll have the new earth consciousness and people involved in that, and then you'll see this old consciousness. And that's okay. It won't be like the division that's on the planet now between the vax and unvax and all the rest of it. And there's always some form of division. If it's racism, if it's sex, if it's gay, if it's straight, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Obviously now it's vax, unvax, and all the rest of it. So again, it's just the old game playing itself out. But at the end of the day, we are becoming conscious of being sovereign beings of our planet, but also our own bodies. And in order for us to do that, we must come back into some sort of connection to what is most unseen in the depths of our consciousness. And this leads us into today's message from Neptune. And again, obviously been channeling, involved in this field for many years, and channeling especially intensely for the last 5 in this capacity. And I bring all the stuff through the books, but I'm very, very humbled by these planetary messages and what they're bringing through. There's a different frequency about it, and it's almost like what we've been searching for unconsciously, that spiritual, or not so spiritual, our galactic family, our galactic consciousness that we miss so much deep in our souls, that connection. And I feel that this is the start of something big and something fantastic, these types of messages, and there's so much more going to be coming through. And that's, I was even a year ago, I thought, how much more can we still bring through? I've got all these messages, I've pretty much written 3 books now, I've got decks of cards, I've written and all kinds of things, and you're thinking, wow, what can we do now? And it's just endless. There's just so much more coming. But the great thing about this body of what we're doing here is it's current, and it's apt for as we're moving, even quarterly. There's periods of transformation within a few months, and then something else changes, and these messages support that where we're moving, and it's just a lovely thing to be connected with. So it's a very humbling experience, and I'm hoping people are doing this and share these videos, because everyone needs to start doing this. This is not just this is for the human race, and there are many talks and people out there now that are bringing the right information through, and you have to feel that information is right for you as well. Obviously, don't just take it in logically. Feel what we're saying to you, feel the words, because it's the feeling that activates your subconscious, activates your awareness, your intuitive psychic abilities, and also your soul memory, because the soul memory is trying to bring itself into the conscious state of the human being at the moment, and it's very, very hard because we're in so much denial. And we're going to see, obviously that's still going to be erupting around the planet. people in your own lives, family, friends, all the rest of it. So yeah, look, at the end of the day, we have to stay out of everyone's story, because we can't get polarised in anyone's story anymore. You have to become your own island. That's the only way you're going to make sense of you and who you are and what you're trying to do for yourself, because ultimately you can never help someone else until you've helped yourself fully, and then we're coming into alignment with that truth. So really, it's really about staying out of the drama of other people, because otherwise you're going to get pulled into that emotional energy. And there's so much stuff going on the subconscious level. We're already being pulled and swayed, even though we're not aware of it. So, you know, there's a lot to take in and a lot to sort of process. But these sort of messages, what the planets are giving us now, are really sort of assisting that. And they are working in the deepest of our subconscious and other aspects, even through our chakra systems, our meridians, through the cellular memory. So it's all being awoken, and they will connect to you however they can, through the consciousness of your own soul. All right, so I'm going to read off this message now. So this is Neptune. I channeled this on Monday. Okay. Greetings from the depths of your unconscious. I come forth today to awaken the shadow. I'm a grand awakener of the deepest aspects of your consciousness. I have many roles. However, this is my gift to you in the present moment, on this timeline of Earth's awakening. Understand you have been polarized in fear. And yes, you are still in many ways. However, as you know, fear has had enough too, and no longer wishes to play in your arena. I speak to you now to awaken your original seeding when you moved into physicality for the first time. Deep within the recess of your souls lies a memory of catastrophe and dilemma. Because from that day forth, the souls had to navigate through uncertainty and its shadow counterpart. It has been put to the test in more ways than you know. And it's the original intention to move into physicality I wish to awaken. This original seed has been buried as you have struggled and strived to remember your brilliance, your omnipresence. And many of you are struggling to make sense of your world. But let me tell you this, all will be well, for it is impossible to be truly lost, for the entire universal consciousness rests in your own hearts. And as we activate this original memory, this intention to be here, you will find aspects of your life changing to come into alignment with the original intention. I embody a master race who watch over this entire universe, and to see them you would witness geometric patterns, moving, morphing, reshaping, for they do not conform to any form. However, they have appeared as what you term mermen on your planet. They are directly connected to the 8th density, which holds a vibration of what you might term a universal architect. They have the ability to reshape matter, to reshape dimensions, in accordance with the fluidity of the Prime Creator's intention. And it's their intention through Creator's will to awaken your original memories of falling into physicality. There is a deep panic and despair around this time that needs to surface and transform. But more importantly, to bring you back into alignment with the original intention. I hold varying aspects of consciousness, and I send to all of you now the brown ray. It has the intention to ground you back into the original intention, which in turn will affect your consciousness, to come back into alignment, propelling you to release restriction within your soul bodies. Once the original seed is awoken, you will feel a need to evolve at a much faster rate. To work on yourself will become your highest priority. Unfortunately, many on the planet only see their physicality, and that is okay. But you must remember why you are here. Your souls long to return to unity. As pioneers, they have weathered the storm, but they are exhausted, requiring your full attention, so you may cease your suffering. For this activation, these beings of light will manifest upon you with a diamond-shaped head, oval eyes, thin blue bodies with a grey tint, They will look serious, devoid of emotion. However, they are pure love, lighting up their third eyes as a yellow light emanates from their foreheads. Hold this image in your imaginations and give permission to awaken the original memories of intention into manifestation for the journey into separation. I hold my masculine side as a father to your souls, to your experience in the 9 realms of your human experience. The 9 realms are held within a diamond, and it's the original form you shall remember. The diamond also represents the 2 opposing pyramids that are the midway point of remembrance. Once you awaken this memory, the highest intention can then reawaken within your cellular memory. Ride this wave with me, and you shall soon let go of your fear around the shadow. Furthermore, truly feeling love and compassion for that is most lost in a world of denial. Manifestation is your greatest gift through your imagination. And we want you to imagine all that has been given to you today. Allow the beings of Neptune, my consciousness, to invoke in you your deepest desires, your deepest memories, returning back into your light bodies. You can call us the Mithraean if you like. Sit, relax, imagine, and the activation is done. We salute you as warriors of space and time. You are unique. You are creator. You shall now remember. So, great message. Just follow that again. Like I said on all these planet messages, just watch the video again. Make sure you got clear on your intention. There's nothing to go against our will. The wonderful thing about working at this level and with these types of energies is it's instantaneous. You just need intention, and that brings forth the consciousness to activate, because your soul is already waiting to do this, you see. So if you're listening to this, get on top of it now. And then just trust what you feel coming up, because we have to work on ourselves now, because when you work on yourselves, you affect hundreds and hundreds of people in the unconscious state, and and start to waken them up as well. And that's how we ground light on the planet, through working on ourselves and grounding that consciousness in our cells. Those cells then communicate through the earth plane. So that's what's really, really important now. So yeah, so just know when you're healing yourself, working on yourself, you're healing many others as well, including your interdimensional aspects of your unconsciousness, and of course your ancestral line as well. All right, guys, thank you very much. Wonderful. I will be back again in 2 weeks with another planet, and we'll see what comes through. Take care.